Welcome.
Hi, welcome back.
Yep, this is our second video, and we thank you for being patient. We had some technical difficulties, and then getting kids off to college.
Yeah, last week I was sick, and we were getting people off to college. Yes.
Figuring things out. So here we are, and we want to thank the people that have already listened, right? I mean, there's some people have already listened who really are excited about this.
Faithful listeners.
Yes, we appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
So we will also put it on Spotify.
Yes.
So then we can go through
YouTube and Spotify.
So
yay!
Here we are, and it's Monday.
What's going on? Yes, Monday. We are heading back to school.
Yes. So you took Emma last week.
Yeah. Well, we didn't take. That was the thing. This year we did not have to take her. She is a senior, and
so we're talking about our kids are in
college senior.
Right.
This is our last. Yeah, I took a picture of her, and I was like, "This is our last first day of school."
At least you got a picture.
Well, I made her send me one. Yeah, she sent me one. Yeah.
Right.
Last one ever.
So she left home,
so
and then
she's gone, and I've been readjusting, and so it was a tough. Like, she left a week ago, last Sunday.
Right.
So I've had all last week to get adjusted, and I was even thinking this morning because Sean's at work, and I was just there by myself, and I'm like, man, it's so quiet, which is nice, but yet I was fixing my breakfast, and Emma and I always, we would sit at the couch and have breakfast together and open the patio doors and I was looking over at the couch, and I was like, she's not there. She's not sitting there eating her breakfast. So it's hard.
Right. I forgot we're on video, and I just drank my Diet Coke, but that's my fuel.
Hey,
so
it's real.
Oh well.
Thirsty.
It is hard.
So that's what's a little different about ours is that she was in her same apartment, so we didn't have to go with her to move her back. So she just took her clothes and stuff. But it's weird that now everything that she just finished up her final recruitment and bid day and all that with her sorority. That was her final. So everything's the final this year.
So she'll graduate in May.
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
That's it. I know. It's really weird. And even Sean and I were talking about it this past week. We're like, it's just a weird season. We were like, even though she's only an hour and a half away, so it's not bad. And my oldest daughter, Morgan, lives 25 minutes from us or whatever. Right. But sometimes we don't see her. Maybe once a week.
Right.
And we were talking
kind
about
of
that.
As it should be.
It's weird. Yes, exactly. That's what we said. We're both super happy and excited for them. But for us, it's weird. And I guess he was talking to somebody at work that they were talking about the same thing and said, you see them every day for 18 years.
I know.
Basically, every day.
Right.
And then now,
But you know what the hard part is?
It's just
they don't understand.
No. Heck no. Mm-mm.
They don't understand. So we took... No. We're fortunate that we have family up in Tallahassee.
That is great.
A lot of family.
Right.
So Rich's sister and her husband and their 2 adult children are married with children. And they all live up there. So this time, really nice. I didn't ugly cry yet. We left on Friday.
Right.
Took JJ and spent the night at his godparents, who live there part-time, and so we have a place to stay every time.
That is nice.
So we did that, and then Saturday moved him into his apartment, which he's got 3 other roommates, and we had a lot of stuff. But by 2:00, he was ready for us to go.
Oh yeah, you can tell that too.
Mm-hmm. He's very independent, and he's
good.
So independent,
independent. Yeah.
He just wanted to, I cleaned. We had a lot of hiccups. A lot of hiccups. And so I got that all settled for he and his roommates. And I was the only parent, Rich and I were the only parents there. So I cleaned and cleaned for everybody. And it was fun. I love doing it. And then he was like, all right, well, I can do the rest by myself. Once I got the kitchen all set up and all the cleaning. So that was fine. And he just started a new job up there. So he's working at the Tally Strip, which is a strip of bars, and he's a bar back. So now he works from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Fortunately, it's a 7-minute walk from the strip to his apartment complex. It's right there.
Right. Oh my God.
But to walk at 3 a.m.
Still, that's what I was going to say.
I know. A little, But anyway, but the bar back, if anyone knows bar backing, sure, it's great and he'll make good money.
Yeah, right. For sure.
But we've all been to college, and if you've bar backed, they drink.
It's a lot.
Right?
Yeah,
so I'm just, Rich was preparing me for all that, and I was like, oh my
Here's
gosh, right? And we try and keep open communication to with him.
Right.
So we're not oblivious to the fact that, you know, he drinks and
exactly.
whatever. But he's, so far, he appears responsible.
Yeah.
Right? So, anyway, so then that night, Rich and I just went and got something to eat and hung out at the house that we're staying at and just watched Netflix, which was kind of nice. Right, and then I knew I wasn't going to see him the next day because he worked till 3.
Oh,
and we were planning on going to meet Rich's sister and the family to see, you know, meet up with them and have lunch and then head back to Orlando. So when I left him, it was raining. And he was like, okay, well, bye. And I'm like, you know, his girlfriend's there and I'm like, crying but not sobbing.
Right.
And so I think for me it was just the fact that we were going to see family and we didn't leave town right away, or he didn't leave the house. Was easier. True. But that the hard part for me is when he leaves here.
Yeah, exactly.
When he drives away, right? And so it was a little different. No ugly cry. I did feel sad this morning when I went into his room. And I always write a letter. Always. It's only been twice. So when he left his freshman year, or his summer, he went summer.
Oh my gosh.
I snuck a letter.
So sweet.
Under his pillow. You know, words of wisdom and, you know, how much we love him, proud of him, whatever. And so he found that. And then when he went up last fall, I hit another letter. And so then, of course, I sent him another letter. And it changes, right? So, like, this way I started out as, okay, you know, you're number 2.
Yeah, here we are.
You've had some experiences. Some I know about, some I don't. You know, and just kind of letting him know that I'm proud of you. You're on the right path. But remember why you're there.
I always say, remember my voice in your head. You
That's
know, that
a good
annoying
one.
voice.
I'm gonna do that one. But I always say,
I've always told them
end everything with make good choices.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
then I love you, right? And so I even say that to his friends now. But
so important.
You know, he has his girlfriend there, and you know, I said in the letter, you know, be good to each other, be each other's biggest cheerleader, and enjoy it, but just know what your limits are.
Exactly.
Because, and I said, every choice you make leads to an outcome of good or bad.
Yes, we have talked about that.
We're all going to make mistakes.
One little thing could change your whole life.
And I said, we're all going to make mistakes, and if you make a mistake, please own it.
Own up to it.
Take responsibility for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
good advice. Wise words.
Yeah, wise words, right? And so I sent him a message this morning, or he texted me last night, are you awake? It was like midnight, and I thought, oh gosh, what's wrong?
Oh no.
You know, I could see on my 360 that he was at his apartment. Okay. And what's the Netflix code?
Oh my God.
So I was like, okay.
You're like, whew, okay, that I can handle.
Right. And so I'm trying now to give him his space.
Yes, you have
It is really hard to not pick up that phone or send a text. Well, of course, sure enough, he calls me about an hour ago. Yeah. Can you add me to the Costco membership? You know, kind of thing. And of course I can. Important. So, but he's a boy, and he doesn't, you know, it's not like, Mom, I love you, or I miss you, or anything like that. And so, but I know that if he calls,
it's his own way of,
it's his own way. And sometimes when he, like I mentioned to you earlier, when he calls, sometimes if he's driving from somewhere, we'll sit on the phone and just talk like two adults.
Right.
So the communication is there. He just doesn't share his feelings and his things like that, which he used to do. Yeah.
And that may come again. Yeah.
I hope so. But he's, you know, we've had our issues with, you know, Zach, and I think that has caused him to keep his feelings inside. So I'm hoping he'll come out of that as he gets older. But I'm happy for him. I'm a little nervous because I don't know about everybody else, but all these darn classes are online. Yeah. It's very upsetting. We spend all this money, and they're not offered in person is what I'm saying.
No, I think Emma only has one.
Right?
Online.
And so,
or one in person.
Even his environmental science lab is online.
What? A lab?
A lab.
Oh my God.
So anyway, he's off. He's good. But we have Zach at home as well, and then my brother-in-law is living with us right now temporarily, and so the house isn't quiet.
That's for us it's quiet.
Right. But. And we're going up family weekend, which is in 4 weeks.
Well, that's it. Yeah, Sean's going up I think in 2 weeks for Dad's weekend, and then
already
for the sorority. Yeah,
Dad's weekend. They spread it out. I know. Like family weekend's in a few weeks.
Yeah, family weekend at UF is in October. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish it was in October, but now I just told Rich this morning, if he's working, we may not even
that's trident.
Go to family weekend. And as a new bar back, he's gonna, but he does go to work at 8. So it just depends. But anyway, so
for sure.
Now we've done that, I haven't done my boohoo cry, but actually that's not true. When he called this morning, he thanked me for the letter, or he texted me, thank you, and that made me tear up a little bit. But
sure.
Anyway, so
we'll survive it.
We'll survive it together. But you know what it is? I think it's harder for my husband this time because this will probably be the last summer he lived at home.
Oh yeah.
Next summer he wants to either study abroad or get an internship somewhere or something. I think he'll be home. If he goes abroad, I think he'll be home for the second part of the summer. But it's life, and I keep telling myself we taught them to go fly, and now they need to fly.
Yeah, we want them to do this.
But I also want them to call and say, "Mom, I love you. I miss you." And that's not happening.
Yeah. Can I come over?
Can I come over?
Yeah, I know.
Right. So anyway,
it's hard. It's so hard. Yeah. I still say that. Like I came home the other day I was out running an errand and just coming down the street, and her car not being in the driveway. That always gets me.
I'm like,
me. Oh, yeah.
That was me when we pulled into the driveway yesterday. The white Toyota Tacoma's not there, and then I saw one driving today as it was coming towards me. And he's got these little red things on the front, so I knew it was. But I was like, oh, no, it's not JJ. But that's okay. You know what? It's life. We'll make it through. And but I will say that it is harder for us moms because we are going through these changes, and because we
it's just another thing to pile on
to our emotions,
emotionally,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
And
so a lot.
A story that happened last week. I won't go into too much detail, but one thing that happened is I being on here, and I'm starting a new kind of a new career, and it's online, and I was feeling bad about myself in terms of my aging, just on my forehead. Yeah. Just on my forehead. Yeah. Like that, they're just deep wrinkles since I was in college.
Yeah.
Because I'm very expressive.
Yes.
So I thought, well, let me just try some Botox and see if I can just relax the wrinkle a little. Right. I don't want to change my appearance. I don't want to not move. I want to age gracefully. But I did that. I talked about it with my husband, and he was not excited about it because he didn't understand that I was doing it for myself, and not that I didn't want to age, but I just wanted I'm going to be looking at myself on camera all day.
Exactly.
And come to find out, after it was a tough afternoon, that he misunderstood what Botox was. He thought Botox was more filler, and I was going to change the way I look. And you see these people have that poofy
face. Yeah, exactly.
So it worked out, and I did a test, and I do feel better. I mean, I still have movement. I still move, right?
Yeah, right.
But it's a little bit better. Yeah. You don't have half the lines.
I have them around here. I have really deep ones,
and I'm not doing it anywhere else. I just wanted to, and so. But it was really hard to explain to him.
That's the thing. When you said understand, yes, when you said that word, it hit me. I was like, yeah, that's right.
But how do we make them understand how we feel? Because men tend to take things personally, for sure. And some men don't care about that. Exactly. And he doesn't care about that. He loves me unconditionally no matter what.
They're not thinking about that at all when they look at us.
But if we say, and correct me if I'm wrong, that we're doing it for ourselves. It's not being selfish, but women are different than men. Exactly. And I don't think that men are educated enough to understand that.
Exactly.
So I think it stems from how do we educate them that it's not about you. It's not because we want to go find somebody else. Right. It's just because.
It's not because we want to be 22 again.
I don't want to be 22 again. I don't even want to be 40 again.
I would never go back.
I'm fine with my age.
Me too.
Sure, I could do all sorts of things to improve myself.
That's the thing, yeah.
Right? But this is just one little thing that I just, felt passionate about.
Sure.
And so now I think we have a better understanding, but I'm still struggling with the emotional part of how he felt about it. And because of going through this time in my life, it's taken me a little bit longer to bounce back.
Yeah.
And then I go to, okay, well, how do I explain that to him?
Yeah, sure.
You know, it's hard. It's been a rough week.
Oh, I had a rough week too.
You did too?
It's been, yeah. Well, I was sick, but then it's just the ups and downs, the roller coaster.
It's the ups and downs.
But I when you started telling me that, it got me really thinking. You know, how do I feel about?
Right.
Because I've mentioned Botox and all that stuff. I would do Botox, I think, but nothing. I wouldn't do surgery. I don't think I would ever do surgeries or any of that stuff.
I do a skincare regimen regularly to help
absolutely.
That. Yeah, so I think if you start that, you know, now as young as you can.
Right.
I think that, and nobody taught me how to do it. I did it, and I found what works for me, and it doesn't have to be expensive.
No,
it really doesn't have to be expensive.
No, that is true.
I use Elemis products, just the resurfacing pads. I should show them to everybody. And then I use CeraVe, which is
I use CeraVe.
Yeah. It's really, I tell you the three things that have really worked for me. The Elemis pads, they resurface, they help even out your skin.
Okay.
And then the CeraVe with sunscreen.
Yep, that's what I use every day.
And eye cream. I can tell you from experience, I was struggling with
the eyes,
the concealer and all that. Once I started regularly putting eye cream on, it went away.
It does.
The problem
the eyes
went away.
Tell a lot about your age. Right. The eyes and the neck, those two.
Yeah, well, I'm still working on the neck.
Yeah, I found something good for neck.
What'd you find?
I think it's ROC. ROC, ROC.
Oh,
I have a little roller ball.
And really?
I do it every night. Yeah. I have seen a difference for sure.
My dermatologist gave me, I'm going to say it wrong.
Yeah.
Trinoitin. It's a cream.
Yeah.
And it's anti-aging, and I use it every night.
Yeah.
And it has changed.
Yeah.
My face is totally different, and I do it as I slow down aging. Now, let's be honest. A lot of it has to do with genes.
Yep. Genetics.
I'm adopted, so I don't have a whole lot of information.
Right.
But I work at it. I never go to bed without taking my makeup off, putting my eye cream on. Moisturize.
Right. That's one thing that I grew up. Like my mom is 83, and like right now I can think of her face. I can think, yes, she's got the saggy skin, you know, the normal stuff.
Right.
But wrinkle wise, no. And you know what she's used since she was probably, I think she says she was probably like 20, is Noxzema. Just moisturizer and lotion and oil of Olay and those two things.
My grandmother used
liquid gold.
Yes.
Yeah. And she looks, for 83, I think she looks amazing.
So my nighttime moisturizer is not CeraVe. It is L'Oreal.
Oh yeah, mine isn't either. Mine
with hyaluronic acid. And I use that at night, and I'll pull it down on my neck.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So make sure you get your neck and your chest. But I really feel like that has made such a difference. Yeah. But I just wanted to
I agree. No.
fix those a little bit.
I agree.
But I think that it's your choice how you want to age.
Oh, for sure.
It's totally your choice. And I think that a lot of times going through midlife and going through perimenopause and menopause, it's hard because everything starts to change so quickly.
It does, yeah.
And then you're like, okay, well, what do I got to do?
Slow down, stop. I got to fix this and that. Yeah, right. What about hair? Like hair, too. I was thinking this morning, gray hair. How you feel about that?
Gray.
A lot of people are letting their gray come out.
It's falling out.
Oh, yeah, well, that too. Thinning. I have that big time. The thinning, the falling out.
Well, but you and I both have autoimmune. So I don't know about Graves, but Hashimoto's, your hair falls out.
They both have
Okay. So I'm taking, I think I've mentioned it before, the Hers vitamins. I've been doing that for quite a while. But the texture of I could be all gray.
Yeah.
I could have been all gray since college.
Wow.
Okay.
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that crazy?
Gosh.
But
that's so crazy.
I will always try and do what I can for my hair. But I tell you what, I cannot find the right shampoo. But I don't think there is. I went back. I've tried everything. I've tried that Monat, I think.
Oh yeah.
If my hair started falling out, I've tried everything. Whatever my hairdresser gives me. And you know what? I tell you what. 2 weeks ago, I went back to good old Pantene.
Yeah.
Some people may yell at me.
No, I swear by.
But I went back to good old Pantene.
Brands. Yep.
Yes. And then every time I wash, which is every couple of days, I will put on a mask.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll spend a little bit more money on the mask because I do think that makes a difference. But man, I'm so tired of spending money on expensive products.
I am too.
You don't have to.
No.
You do not have to.
I agree. Same thing. Yep.
Really
I've been using like Kristen S and all the expensive shampoos and stuff, which I will use the purple shampoo because I want.
Oh, you're blonde.
Yeah, so it doesn't turn yellowish. But you don't have to use expensive.
Is it really purple shampoo? Mm-hmm. It really is purple?
It is because it's hilarious because it'll be like all over the bottom of the shower and I'm like, whoops, make sure I clean that out. But yeah, it's purple.
It's purple.
And you wash your hair, but then you leave it on for like 5 minutes. So don't leave it on longer because I have left it on a long time and you can see like purpley tints. But but it gives it more of a white, blonde instead of yellow blonde. But yeah, I'm not ready for, my kids have tried to talk me into growing it out gray, growing everything, just being natural. And I'm like,
I think it depends on the type of gray that you have.
I just don't think I'm ready for that.
I found a picture, I don't know, one of those apps a couple years ago. And it changes your hair. Mm-hmm. And so I did that. And I thought, oh, well, I like that color. Right. I would do that.
How can I,
And I brought it to my hairdresser and she said, oh no, that's not your gray. I'm like,
she would know. Yeah, she would know.
So
yeah, I'm not gonna find out. I'm okay for now.
I'm okay for now. So, cost me a lot of money.
That's true. But
I think next time I'll show you some of the products.
Yeah,
I'm
we
using.
can bring.
I don't know how to link anything.
No,
I don't know how to do any of that stuff, but I'll show you the products because I think that some of the things that have really helped me through perimenopause I've been using these things consistently for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I think that they have made a difference. And again, they may not work for everybody, but I always had adult acne.
Oh, yes.
Just
I did
right
too.
here. And
I did
so
too, really bad.
The dermatologist gave me some stuff for that I still consistently use once a week.
Oh, wow.
Just to maintain.
Yeah, that's good.
And mine were cystic, so they would hurt.
Mine were really bad.
But the tretinoin has really, really helped.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Even making sure that you moisturize your legs.
Just moisturize.
It's just so I
moisturize
because I have pasty white skin. I will use some tanning lotions or whatever. And a friend of mine makes some really good stuff, and I'm like, my legs look all scaly, and it's sinking in, and it doesn't look good. And she said, because you're not moisturizing. Yep. Well, as soon as I started moisturizing my legs every single night before I went to bed, and I don't like the way it feels.
I don't either. I don't like lotion. I don't like lotion. Hands. Right. I don't like no.
But I sucked it up, and I'll tell you what. Everything is so much different when you consistently moisturize.
I do it every night after
every
shower.
Night.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you shower every night before you go to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's when I go shower. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Every night before bed. That's my relax. It just relaxes.
So do you shower again in the morning?
No.
Really?
I'm clean.
I shower in the morning. I don't want to shower.
I could probably even do both because I like
rinse off,
the way it feels after shower. But
I have a friend who showers 3 or 4 times a day.
Oh my gosh.
My son showers 3 times a day, but
wow.
I shower every morning, even if I shouldn't say that. If it's Sunday and it's and I'm in my jammies and I don't want to go anywhere, I'll just literally stay in my jammies all day. Right. But I'm a morning shower.
I'm an evening. Always have been.
Interesting.
Always, even since childhood. Always grew up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're clean when you go to bed, so that's good.
That's what I said. Yeah. So.
Well, some people say that you should shower before you go to bed, so helps you sleep, and you're going through menopause and perimenopause.
Yeah.
It will help the warm body, warm water.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's just in my brain that shower, then it's bedtime. I think it just connects something. But
I'm having trouble sleeping.
See, I don't have that other than a snoring husband. But
it's my cholesterol medication. I just started that. It did lower it. My cholesterol was 309.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what.
And I don't eat bad.
No.
So I was taking cholesterol medication every day. It went down 100 points, which is great, except for the fact that I am nauseous and I can't sleep at night. So I took myself to every other day.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
And I go see her tomorrow, and I'll just continue on that, and I'll test it again.
And then just see. Yeah.
I think mine's hereditary because
mine is
the good cholesterol is where it's supposed to be, and the bad cholesterol is not where. I don't know. Well, I don't understand how that all works, but
no, but I'm the same way.
Mine appears to be hereditary.
Mine's hereditary too.
But I don't like the medication.
Oh my gosh. And not sleeping at all, or just can't fall asleep?
I can fall asleep, but then I wake up and my brain is going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, me too. I do that too.
Anyway, well, thanks for joining us. And I think another week. Next week we'll be back on live. Not live, but we'll do a video. And please comment, let us know you're watching, and please subscribe. We're new to this, so please
help us kick this
help us, and also be patient with us with all the bloopers.
Yeah.
So
we're learning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. And we'll talk to you and see you soon.
Have a great week.
Bye.